2, 3, test 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Man, that's bright. I don't know how to fix that. Let's see. Normal. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Let me know if you can hear the audio. I'm just trying to test to see if I'm going to be able to do this all with the iPhone when I go on my trip. Let me know who's in here. Quentin Jane, what's going on? Can you hear me, Quentin? I just want to make sure that the mic that I plugged into my iPhone is working and you're not hearing the iPhone audio. Buffering choppy video. Okay, I'm going live with my iPhone, so it's probably kind of weird. It's not my current setup, so I'm just trying to see if I'll be able to use this in Vegas. As long as you can hear me, that's what I'm trying to concentrate on right now, because I've got an external mic. I got this thing plugged into it. Video is good, audio is low. Audio is low. Okay, hold on. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Is the audio better now? Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Let me know if you can hear the audio. It's kind of weird. It's pretty bright. That's it. Judd, yes, you can hear the audio? I hear you. Hey, Janice, what's going on? David Ennis, Judd. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I'll be able to use this setup. Hey, Zach, when I travel to Vegas tomorrow, so while I'm in Vegas, if I want to do some live streaming, lighting is good too. Yeah, I think there's too much lighting. I don't know how to adjust it on the iPhone because I usually use other cameras. But the main focus was to see if I plug this mic right into the iPhone, if I'll be able to kind of rig that up when I get to Vegas and use that instead of the mic that comes on the iPhone. So looks like it's working. I don't know how really you do the chat when you're live on the iPhone. I do see your comments come up on the screen, but if you were having a lot of comments come up, I don't know if I'd be able to follow it using this screen. There might be another screen option on here, I guess, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of weird. And the video quality, it might be sounds and looks good. Okay. Where do you plug the microphone? I plug it in. Well, I've got a lightning port on this iPhone, so I have got this little adapter that has a so you plug that in and it's got a little, I guess, mini audio jack, so you can plug in headphones if you needed to plug in headphones. It usually comes with the new iPhones, or you can buy it separately. So that's what I plugged this mic into the phone. And there's other mics out there. This one is really for a video camera, but I don't have a one that would be specific to the iPhone right now. So maybe while I'm in Vegas, if I find one that's better, that plugs right into the lightning port without using that little dongle thing, I might do that. But right now, if this mic is working, then I will go with that. If you go into portrait, the chat will be at the bottom. Oh yeah, okay, all right. But if I go into portrait, I wonder, it's just because my phone right now is on a little tripod thing, so I can't really, I would have to readjust the tripod to make the phone sit kind of like that, right? At least that's what I like on the receiving. At least it's what, yeah. Well, on the receiving end, I know when I watch YouTube videos and stuff, I see the chat on the bottom. Your video is more digital for sure. Well, yeah, because I can't really go into the settings when I do it on my computer and I go through my live streaming software. I'm able to go in there and say I want to stream at a certain quality. But when I go right from my phone and I hit go live to YouTube, I'm not seeing any options there to say I want to stream at this quality. So I'm still at home. My internet here at home isn't the greatest, as you know. So I don't know what the phone is pushing up. It might be trying to push 720, which is probably a little much. So it's going to be a little choppy. But when I'm in Vegas, I'll be using high speed when I am streaming either from the hotel or from the convention center. So that shouldn't be an issue. But today was more like, can I use the phone and this mic together? Use an iPad with your iPhone to get the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I I'll have the iPad with me. It's just that if I'm on the floor as far as the exhibit hall and I want to do a quick interview or a quick live stream to show you guys some stuff, I won't have my iPad with me, so it'll just be my phone on this little tripod thing that I can set up. And if I want to use this mic, I can have that mic in my backpack and just plug it in if I need it. You saw my pic on Facebook page. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And that's the way I watch. Hey, Bam Aussie, what's going on? Yeah, that's the way I watch YouTube live streams when I'm if I'm using my phone to watch it. I have it in not por yeah, it's a portrait. Yeah, portrait mode so I can see the chat. But when you're actually streaming live and you want to, you know, have the camera a certain way, I don't know. You can do that. Let me just click. If I lose you guys, I'm just trying to see what the settings are. Cancel, mute microphone. Yeah, I don't see any settings there to say show me the chat. But I see your thing there. I haven't tried that yet. Yeah. If you stream from your phone, I think you have options that are different. And I can also try streaming from my iPad. In the hotel room, I'm not too concerned because I'll probably be using my laptop. And then that's just the normal way of doing it. It's just when I'm on the go and stuff, if I want to use my phone, that's the way I'll do it. If I have Wi-Fi, as far as on the convention floor or in the convention center, because I don't think I'll be using data because I only have limited data when I travel to the States because our Canadian plans here kind of really suck. Did you watch my video? No, I did not watch your video, Quentin. I saw the picture you posted on Facebook and I had to turn away pretty quickly. So stop it. You're torturing me with all your pictures of needles and oh my god, I don't know how you do it, brother. I guess you have no choice, but man, no. I'm not gonna watch the video. Every time I see a video from Quentin come in, I purposely don't go to it because I'm expecting the worst. So if you're actually trying to show me a video, Quentin, of you either showing me a guitar or something guitar related, you're gonna have to be specific about it because I will not click on it. Sorry. No offense to you or anything. It's just that I can't do it. You know, our Canadian plans are a ripoff. They definitely are a ripoff. And when we roam, when we go to the States and we have a roaming plan, you only have a certain amount of data you can use per day. And it's usually like maybe, I don't even know if it's 150 megabytes, 200 megabytes a day or whatever. So if you're doing email and other things, you're eating that stuff up. So live streaming would probably not work. I might try it the first day to see how it impact the data, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'll see when I get there. Right now, I'm just preparing the gear and stuff that I'm bringing with me. I'm trying to bring as little as possible as far as cameras and things. Every year when I go, I always have a huge bag of cameras and lenses and all this stuff, and I end up using very little of it. So this year, I'm trying to do everything with a mobile setup. Bring a GoPro, bring an iPhone, my iPad, a few things like that, but not bring the big cameras and stuff because this is mostly a show on video anyway, and it's not like I'm be doing a like I'm not going there to do a photo shoot or anything like that. So I don't really need all the big cameras and flashes and all that stuff. If I was going there for more of a photography assignment or something, then I would definitely bring that stuff. But for this one, I'm just going to be a participant, take classes, and talk to vendors and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but it's tricky because you don't want to not have something that you might need. So it's trying to figure out exactly what I need. as far as mics and these little tripod things or whatever, and then fitting it into like a little carry-on that I can just bring on the plane with me, so I don't have to check. I will have to check one piece of luggage, obviously my clothes and stuff, but all the electronics and stuff I try to carry on with me so that I have it, and it doesn't get damaged when you put it into your regular suitcase and have it checked and going into baggage and stuff. Cameras and lenses and stuff, you just can't do that. You have to carry it on and then hope that they don't run out of space on the plane. That's why I get the premium package when I travel for work, so always uh, that I always have a place to put the stuff on the plane. I don't, and I get on first, so that way you don't run into that issue. So it is what it is. It's pretty good. So I just wanted to do this quick test, so I'm not going to stay on very long. Uh, I did watch a little bit of Eric's video this morning. I had a conference call, so I couldn't stick around for the whole thing. But he did a video on setting up a patch in the Helix, which was good. If you guys are interested in seeing how to do that, check out his video. And yeah, that's about it. I almost had a guitar come off the wall today. I have these hooks. Um, these hooks that are on the wall there. I'll show you all all that stuff. Well, I had hey Henry, Jamal, what's going on? I have one back. Well, the one that you see right over top my shoulder there. I put a Les Paul on that this morning, and I felt it move a little bit. And it's lucky that I noticed that it was moving, because usually I don't like, I just put the guitar there and it holds it and there's no problem. But today I felt it kind of loose, and then as soon as I got a hold of the Les Paul, the whole thing kind of went like that. It didn't come right out of the wall, but the little anchors that I have behind there let go or something. So yeah, that was a scary moment. That would have been a Les Paul standard on the ground, probably a broken headstock for sure. Um, so I think what I'm going to do, the ones that I have on this wall where all my Friedmans and stuff are, they're pretty secure. Nothing has moved for over a year. That stuff has been solid on there. So I think I'm okay with those ones. But these other ones back there, I think I'm gonna have to re-rig that when I get back from Vegas. Probably put like a 2x4 on the wall and secure that real good, and then put the hooks or something right on the 2x4 so that it can't move. It's gonna be right in there. Because right now, I'm using these anchors that go into the drywall and come and split out when it's in the back of the drywall, and then you screw it in so that it should be secure, but that one didn't hold. So with that in mind, I'm not going to trust the other ones that I have set up that way. Just can't risk it. So I see I've got that Les Paul back there that's on the same type of hook. So before I leave, I'm going to remove that Les Paul from there and put it on a stand on the ground. And the SG, well, the SG has a different setup there, so it should be okay. But I have to redo that. You need to hit a stud. Yeah, I know, and that's what I thought I did on one of them, but I guess I didn't. I'm on mute, but the video looks great. Okay, good, good, good to know. Wasn't expecting the video to come out as good, because again, I am just streaming from the phone. But hey, if it works, that's good. When I get to Vegas, I'll know that that setup works. And if for some reason I'm not able to use this mic, depending on the setup, if I'm just walking around with it, I'll use the mic that's on the phone, and hopefully that's good enough. It's just when you get into the exhibit hall and there's a lot of noise going on around, it can sometimes be hard to film a video or something, because there's too much ambient noise going on. So see you later, Zach. Thanks for dropping in. Again, this was just more of a test on this microphone thing to make sure that that worked, and it looks like it's working. So video quality and lighting is better than some. Yeah, taking a dig at Quentin. There you go, Quentin. I didn't say it, so you can't blame me for that. But yeah, everything's good with that. and I've got a little bit more packing to do today and configuring and charging a few batteries and things that I'm bringing with me. And I should be ready to go. And I'll leave in the morning, and I'll probably try to touch base with you at the airport, let you know how that's going, because we're supposed to get a little bit of freezing rain in the morning, which is always fun. That's all you need is some sort of weather delay. And I know that Eric and the gang that went to Nam had all kinds of issues. Hey, Bob, Robert Page, what's going on, brother? I see your shirt you've been wanting to go. Yeah, Nashville, my Nashville shirt. I've got to get another one. This is a large. I need a medium. This one's a little big right now. But yeah, Bobby Page is my buddy from New Brunswick, and Robert Page is his name here on there, but I call him Bobby. Bobby Davril. It's an old high school names and stuff that Bobby knows about. I won't go into detail. That'll be a story for another live stream. I've got many of them. So the one thing that I noticed, and I'll get to talk to you guys about this right now, is that a couple of my videos got blocked or copyright strikes on them just yesterday or late last night, I guess, because I woke up this morning and I saw the email. And they were videos that I shot well over 6 months ago, right? And I don't know, like, there seems to be this epidemic on YouTube right now with all the music, anything you're doing musically that you're getting flagged or copyright for stuff that it's insane. Like the one that I got flagged on I wasn't even doing a cover song or anything. I was just demoing a sound on guitar, and I played what was the one that they it was a Led Zeppelin Black Dog that I just played, that dan 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 that little part, and that got claimed. I didn't even play the whole song or not even the whole verse or anything, just that one little riff, and then I went into something completely different, my own thing, just to demo a distortion sound, and it got claimed, and then I started doing a search on YouTube today to see what's going on because I found that kind of weird. And I noticed that a whole bunch of channels are getting a bunch of stuff. So I think the music companies or the publishers right now are are either going after, like, they're getting their attorneys or whoever to go after all these channels that are playing anything music wise, which is kind of, scary if you're a music station or a music, not a music station, but a music channel, and your whole channel is based around music. And I even saw a video today. Rick Beato went live and he was talking about a bunch of his stuff got flagged like from years ago, like tons and tons. And he was on a huge rant talking about it, saying, there's no way that we can teach music or discuss music without playing music. And if you're playing music from the past and you're saying, you really love this song by Black Sabbath, and you play a lick or something, you're going to get demonetized, or even your video is going to get taken off or blocked, which is insane. Like, I don't get it. I just You're promoting the band, you're not selling anything, and if they want part of your income from that video, that's fine, you can do that. But it's just it's just that, like, here's an example. If I do a 2 hour live stream like I did last night, right? And in that 2 hour live stream, I play 10 seconds of, I don't know, whatever song. It can be a Metallica. Well, some bands don't do anything. Like, it's funny enough, Metallica doesn't, because I think they went through the whole Napster thing and they learned their lesson. But any band, like I play an Eagles part for 10 seconds, it's going to get either taken down or claimed, and they're going to get all the revenue from that video if you're making it. And for me, it doesn't matter because I'm not doing this for revenue and I don't get enough views to even be concerned with it. But let's say for a 2 hour show, you put that 2 hour show, and for that 10 seconds, your whole show gets taken off, or they take all the revenues. Let's say it could be a video from Phil McKnight or whatever, and he gets 300 views or 300,000 views on that video. He loses all those views and everything for that little 10-second clip. Like, it's insane. That they shouldn't have the right to have all the rights to your full 2 hours. Maybe they have, a part of it because you play 10 seconds, and maybe they can divide it up that way if they really want to get down to that level. But to take away all the views for that whole 2 hour piece of content that you've put up is not fair. I don't think so anyway. So I think something's going to happen here very soon, because we're going to see a lot of channels that that are geared around music and guitar or whatever, uh, that may be doing this for a living, and that, that's how they make their income, are going to have to find other ways to do it, and or not be able to operate. So we're going to see some people disappear or move to other platforms or something. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, for guys like me, they're just, small channels and just doing it for fun and stuff. It's not a concern as far as money, but it is a concern if your video gets taken down and then it's not part of your channel anymore, because I don't know, I put a lot of time into this, and money to buy equipment, to do the setup. Uh, if I'm promoting, you know, or demoing a piece of like a pedal or something, I can take, 2, 3, 4 hours of my time sometimes just to do that production, and they can just claim it and block it, and then it's gone. So all that work is for nothing. So that bothers me. It's not the money part of it; it's the time that I invest in doing something, to know that it's going to be deleted and you can't use it. So Bam Ozzy says it's almost as this is getting greedy because people aren't buying music anymore. Well, yeah, but this isn't going to help their case, because a lot of these kids that are growing up and watching YouTube, that generation, that's how they're finding out about some of these bands. They don't know. If I talk to my nephew who's 11, 10 years old or whatever, and I say, "Oh yeah, Led Zeppelin is a great band" or whatever, they don't have a clue who that is, right? So, but if they watch a video, and somebody's talking about Led Zeppelin and saying, this is a great song by Led Zeppelin, it was released at this day, and they show a riff, or they teach you that part on guitar. If a young kid wants to learn guitar and wants to learn that, well, they're going to get to know who Zeppelin is, and they're going to further, their knowledge of music, and it's just going to promote Zeppelin, and sell more of their music, because maybe that kid is going to go out and buy a piece of music, or go on iTunes and stream it, or whatever it is that they do now. But to me, it's, if you're taking it right off YouTube, it's gone, and nobody will discover it if they haven't discovered it, right? Okay, what's happening? Hey, R2, what's going on? Going to Guitar Center after work for some strap locks for the Gibby. Good, good. Uh, I usually put the, sorry, I usually put the Ernie Ball ones. How do you bring the chat? Oh, okay, that's cool. If I press on it, I see but I block my camera. That's funny. Can you put videos up and not monetize them? Yeah, it doesn't even matter if they're not monetized, because you can if the band allows it. Some bands allow it and some bands don't. The ones that absolutely don't allow it, they block it. So it doesn't matter if you're not monetizing your video, they just say, no, it's not allowed, so your video is blocked. So it's basically deleted at that point. It's still on your channel, and you can download it onto your computer again and keep it for yourself. But as far as putting it on YouTube, it's gone. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting, some interesting times ahead, I believe, for all this stuff, especially for YouTube creators. Funny thing is about it, if you're a movie critic and you're talking about a movie and you're showing clips from that movie, as long as there's no music playing, it's just more of, here's a little clip from so and so, and it's just dialogue or whatever. You don't get any problem, and the music studios kind of welcome it, because you're promoting their content, and people will go see the movie or rent it or whatever. So it's all over the place. So they're gonna have to do something, and I have less than 300 subs, have any ads, and they hit me with copyright. Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be a large channel, a small channel. It looks though in the last couple of weeks, they've been targeting the large channels. Like somebody is actively going and seeking out all these large channels and then going through their whole catalog. It doesn't matter if the video was 4 years ago. they go through the whole thing and then they delete, they take it off. Like Robert Baker got hit with a bunch of stuff too, and Glenn Fricker and all these guys. So it looks like a concentrated, uh, I guess, plan or strategy to go after that. But even if you're a small YouTube channel with a couple hundred subscribers, it doesn't matter. You're going to get dinged somehow. Maybe not right away, or maybe it'll take them a little bit of time. But as they keep going through all the avenues of searching for this stuff and finding it, it's going to happen. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think for me, my strategy moving forward, if I want to build this channel to be more, more of a, not, I'm not going to say a business because I don't think I'll get into that area. I just want to do it for fun. But if I want to build it and not worry about having copyright claims and things like that, see you, Janice. What I'll probably end up doing is just doing my own, just playing my own music. Hey, Guitarded, what's going on? Uh, Playing my own music, right? Recording my own stuff, and that's what I play. And I'll come up with my own riffs, which I'm doing anyway. It's just sometimes when you're doing a demo or whatever, you like to play something that people are already familiar with as far as the riff or the song or the sound. Um, but I think moving forward, if this becomes such an issue, CUR2, have fun at the Guitar Center. Um, if it becomes more of an issue, I'm just going to play my own stuff. Come up with my own riffs. It's probably a good thing in a way because then you're playing and creating your own content, and nobody can say anything about it, right? So I don't know. That's something, and I'm already doing that now. I'm recording my own music, and once I go to release it, I want to distribute it. I'm going to go with a company like DistroKid and keep all my publishing and everything else. I'm not going to send it to anybody else. Even CD Baby, like my other stuff that I recorded with the band SMEER, and that I have rights to. CD Baby is distributing that stuff digitally, so I even get claims if I play my own stuff through CD Baby. They don't take it down, and what they say is your shared monetization with the artist, which is me. So it doesn't really matter in that case, but it still sucks that they put a claim on you. I'd have to go to CD Baby and put in a request for them not to do that on my channel and so forth. But it's more of a hassle, so I just leave it. But moving forward, the new stuff that I'm recording and everything, I'm just going to do it that way. And like I said, in a way, it's probably good because it gets guys like me creating and writing and more of a motivation to do your own thing, right? So, but it's just nice to be able to play some of your favorite artists and riffs and things like that. It's just part of the fun of it. It's not because you want to sell and take ownership of somebody's creative license. So if I went on a video and somebody was playing one of my songs that I wrote, I'd be, flattered, and, it would probably be shared revenue or something like that if it was a huge thing. Somebody shouldn't be making money off your work, obviously, but it's there's got to be a better way to do it than what they're doing now. And if it keeps going, it's not YouTube doing it, it's all the publishers, right? The music companies that are pushing this. And I think that if people say, well, YouTube should do something about it. YouTube wants videos. That's their business. So they're not the ones saying you can't do it. Well, they're saying you can't do it because of these publishers saying it. But if it was up to them, they'd let us do what we want and, share the monetization, and everybody'd be happy and you'd move forward. All right, Quentin, have a good one. I'll probably see you when I'm in Vegas as far as streaming and stuff. So have a good day, and don't send more pictures of needles. Thank you. Um, yeah, so it is what it is, and we'll have to wait and see. Some guys are saying, go to a different platform, whatever. You could do that, but I mean, if you built your whole audience using YouTube or whatever, I think if you do it on Facebook, like Facebook will flag it for sure. Instagram will probably do the same. They're owned by Facebook. Some people say go to Vimeo, and you probably could do that. And I haven't looked into Vimeo enough to know what their policies are as far as fair use and copyright stuff. So that's an option, but that's a paid platform. It's not free like YouTube for creators. You have to buy an account and basically use it that way. Because I use Vimeo at work for our work accounts and stuff, and it's nice. It works fine. But when I go to Vegas, I'm going to be talking to a lot of live streaming companies and a lot of platforms that are out there to be used by a lot of companies, and I'll bring up this subject and see what I find out. It's probably good information to gather and to share with the community. A lot of you guys do live streaming and stuff, so it'd be good for you guys to get that information as well, so that we're not, because you can't really go after these publishers. It's not like you can submit a claim against them and then they're going to bring you to court and all that. Like, you can't do it. You can't fight it. So, all right. Well, I'm glad that this little setup works, and that's probably the way I'll go. While I'm in Vegas, I'll set up with this thing, and hopefully there's some internet connections. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Hopefully there's some good internet connections at the convention center that I can go live off the floor right there. At the hotel shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see. It would be good, and also speak with your other YouTube. Yeah, well, I I I think I'll probably be running into a few YouTubers there, and I'll definitely bring up the subject and see what other people are saying. Right. So anyway, I'm gonna let it go at this stage of the game. It's been going 30 minutes. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Thank you, Henrik. I will try to have a great time in Vegas. I'm sure I will, and I'll touch base with you while I'm there, and I'll share with it any information I find out from the other companies and the other live streaming platforms about some of this copyright nonsense, because it's going to really affect any channels like ours, right? So. Anyway, have a great day, folks. Bobby Davril. Take care, brother. And I'll touch base.